Hello dear students, welcome back to accountancy class. I am Shweta J from Commerce Department, Gopal Swami PU College, Mysore. In previous class, we have solved problem based on financial statements of 12 marks. In today's session also, let us solve one more problem from chapter 10, that is financial statements with adjustments in session number 6. Here is your example problem. Prepare financial statements for the year ending 31st March 2016 from the trial balance and adjustments given below. Here they have given trial balance as on 31st/3/2016. Drawings and capital 5,000, 30,000, opening stock 13,200, purchase and sales 40,000, 60,000, debtors and creditors 10,000, 8,500, salary 500, bad debts 300, printing and stationery 1,200, wages 1,000, postage 800, bills receivable and bills payables 3,000, 3,000, furniture 7,500, cash in hand 1,500, bank overdraft 2,000, machinery 18,000, commission received 1,500, advertisement 3,000. So the total amount of trial balance is 1,05,000. Now let's see the adjustments. The first adjustment is closing stock rupees 10,300. The second one is depreciation machinery at 5% and furniture at 10%. The third adjustment is create provision for doubtful debts at 5% on debtors and discount on debtors at 2%. The fourth adjustment is interest on capital at 5%. The last adjustment is provide for the manager commission at 10% on net profit before charging such commission. Please underline this statement, before charging such commission. Before going to solve this problem, what you have to do is, first you have to classify the following items which are given in your trial balance into assets, liabilities, profit and loss and trading account. So ಯಾವೆಲ್ಲ ಐಟಮು ಟ್ರೇಡಿಂಗ್ ಅಕೌಂಟಲ್ಲಿ ರೆಕಾರ್ಡ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಯಾವೆಲ್ಲ ಐಟಮ್ನ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಲಾಸ್ ಅಕೌಂಟಲ್ಲಿ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಯಾವುದೆಲ್ಲ ನಾವು ಬ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಶೀಟಲ್ಲಿ ಅಸೆಟ್ ಸೈಡ್ ತೊಗೊಳ್ಬೇಕು, ಲಯಬಿಲಿಟಿ ಸೈಡ್ ತೊಗೊಳ್ಬೇಕು ಅನ್ನೋದು ನೀವು ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸಿಫೈ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಹೋಗಬೇಕು. These two items are appear in the balance sheet on liability side. So you have to mark it as L in front of the item. Opening stock, trading account. It is debited to the trading account. Purchase and sales, trading account. Purchase debit, sales credit in trading account. Debtors and creditors. Debtors asset, creditors liability. Salary, profit and loss account. Bad debts, profit and loss account. Printing and stationery, profit and loss account, debit side. All the indirect expenses must be debited to the profit and loss account. So you have to debit salary, bad debts, printing and stationery in profit and loss account. Wages, trading account, because it is a direct expenses to the business. So you have to debit this item in trading account. Postage, profit and loss account, because it is a indirect expenses. Bills receivable and bills payable. Bills receivable is an asset and bills payable is a liability to the business. So both these items are appear in balance sheet. Furniture, as you know, it is an asset to the business. Cash in hand, asset to the business. Bank overdraft, it is a liability to the business. Bank overdraft andre gottide nimge. Enu bank overdraft anta heladre? Bank overdraft means bank allows the customer to continue withdrawing money from the account even when the account has no sufficient funds in it. ನಿಮ್ಮ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಸಫಿಷಿಯಂಟ್ ಫಂಡ್ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೂ ಕೂಡ ಬ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಇಂದ ನೀವು ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಅನ್ನ ವಿತ್ಡ್ರಾ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು. ಬ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಇಂದ ಏನ್ ನೀವು ಎಕ್ಸೆಸ್ ವಿತ್ಡ್ರಾ ಮಾಡಿದೀರಾ, ಆ ಎಕ್ಸೆಸ್ ವಿತ್ಡ್ರಾ ಮಾಡಿರೋ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಅನ್ನ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ರಿಪೇ ಮಾಡಲೇಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಅದನ್ನ ಲಯಬಿಲಿಟಿ ಅಂತ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. Hence it should be recorded on the liability side of the balance sheet. The next, machinery, it is an asset to the business. And the next is commission received. It is an income to the business. So it should be recorded on the credit side of the profit and loss account. The next, advertisement. It is an indirect expenses to the business, hence it should be recorded on the debit side of the profit and loss account. Now coming to the adjustments, closing stock. As you all know, each and every adjustment has two effects. It means each and every adjustment should be recorded at twice. ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದು ಅಡ್ಜಸ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಕೂಡ ಎರಡೆರಡು ಸಲ ನೀವು ರೆಕಾರ್ಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತೀರಾ. ಸೊ ಡಿಪೆಂಡಿಂಗ್ ಅಪಾನ್ ದಿ ನೇಚರ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಅಡ್ಜಸ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್. Closing stock, it should be recorded on the credit side of the trading account, and then again it should be recorded on the asset side of the balance sheet. So you have to write a T and A in front of the adjustment as it indicates you this adjustment should be recorded once in a trading account, again it should be recorded on asset side of the balance sheet. ಟಿ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಎ ಅಂತ ನೀವು ಬರ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ, ಟಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಟಿ ಏನು ರಿಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ, ಟ್ರೇಡಿಂಗ್ ಅಕೌಂಟಲ್ಲಿ ಕ್ರೆಡಿಟ್ ಸೈಡ್ ತಗೊಳ್ಬೇಕು. ಅಸೆಟ್ ಅಂತ ಎ ಅಂತ ನೀವು ಬರ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀರಾ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಅಸೆಟ್ ಸೈಡಲ್ಲಿ ಎಗೇನ್ ಇದನ್ನು ತಗೊಳ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ರಿಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ. ದ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್, ಡಿಪ್ರಿಷಿಯೇಟ್ ಮೆಷಿನರಿ at 5% and furniture at 10%. These adjustment also affected at twice. Once you should record it on the debit side of the profit and loss account, and again the amount of depreciation must be deducted from the respective assets. First ನೀವು ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಲಾಸ್ ಅಕೌಂಟಲ್ಲಿ ಡೆಬಿಟ್ ಸೈಡಲ್ಲಿ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ ಡಿಪ್ರಿಸಿಯೇಷನನ್ನು, ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಡಿಪ್ರಿಸಿಯೇಷನ್ ಎಷ್ಟು ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತೀರಾ ಅದನ್ನು ಯಾವ ಅಸೆಟ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತೀರಾ ಆ ಅಸೆಟ್ಟಿಂದ ಮೈನಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಹೋಗಬೇಕು ಅಸೆಟ್ ಸೈಡಲ್ಲಿ. The next, create provision for doubtful debts at 5% on debtors and discount on debtors at 2%. What do you mean by doubtful debts? As the name suggests, they are doubtful in recovery. ನಾವೇನು ಸಾಲ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರ್ತೀವಿ ಆ ಸಾಲ ಪುನಃ ವಾಪಸ್ ಬರುತ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ವಾ ಅನ್ನೋದೇ ಡೌಟ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಅದನ್ನು ನಾವೇನು ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ, ಡೌಟ್ಫುಲ್ ಡೆಟ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಬೈ ಅನಲೈಸಿಂಗ್ ದಿ ಪಾಸ್ಟ್ ಟ್ರೆಂಡ್, ಎ ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಅಸರ್ಟೈನ್ ದಿ ಅಪ್ರಾಕ್ಸಿಮೇಟ್ ಪರ್ಸೆಂಟೇಜ್ ದಟ್ ಬಿಕಮ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ಕಲೆಕ್ಟಬಲ್ ಎವ್ರಿ ಇಯರ್ ಔಟ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಟೋಟಲ್ ಕ್ರೆಡಿಟ್ ಅಲೋಟ್ ಟು ದಿ ಬೈಯರ್ಸ್. ಸೊ ನೀವೇನು ಬೈಯರ್ಸ್ಗೆ ಕ್ರೆಡಿಟ್ ಫೆಸಿಲಿಟಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರ್ತೀರಾ ಸೇಲ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ, ಸೊ ಇನ್ ಕೇಸ್ ಅವ್ರೇನಾದರೂ ಪೇ ಮಾಡಲಿಲ್ಲ, ನಿಮಗೆ ಕೊಡಬೇಕಾಗಿರೋ ಅಮೌಂಟನ್ನು ಪೇ ಮಾಡಲಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದಾಗ, ಸೊ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಮೇಂಟೈನ್ ಸಮ್ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಪ್ರಾವಿಷನ್ ಔಟ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್ಸ್. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಆಸ್ ಪ್ರಾವಿಷನ್ ಫಾರ್ ಡೌಟ್ಫುಲ್ ಡೆಟ್ಸ್. ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಮೇಂಟೈನ್ ಸಮ್ ಪರ್ಸೆಂಟೇಜ್ ಆಫ್ ಪ್ರಾವಿಷನ್ಸ್ ಔಟ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ನೆಟ್ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಇಯರ್ ಇನ್ ಆರ್ಡರ್ ಟು ಕವರ್ ಲಾಸಸ್ ಆಫ್ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಇಯರ್. ಸೊ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಇಯರ್ ಲಾಸಸ್ನ ಕವರ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಇಯರ್ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವು ಪ್ರಾವಿಷನ್ ಅನ್ನ ಮೇಂಟೈನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಹೋಗಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಆಸ್ ಪ್ರಾವಿಷನ್ ಫಾರ್ ಡೌಟ್ಫುಲ್ ಡೆಟ್ಸ್, ಅಂಡ್ ಯು ಶುಡ್ ರೆಕಾರ್ಡ್ ಇಟ್ ಆನ್ ದಿ ಡೆಬಿಟ್ ಸೈಡ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಲಾಸ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್. ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ದಿಸ್ ಪ್ರಾವಿಷನ್ ಆನ್ ದಿ debtors amount on the debit side of the profit and loss account. Again it should be deducted from the total debtors on the asset side of the balance sheet. The next is discount on debtors at 2%. In accounting term, provision for discount on debtors shows the reserve amount for adjusting the loss due to discount allowed to the customers or debtors. In order to receive payment faster from their customers, businessman provides a discount to those customers who pay before maturity of the debt. ನಾವೇನು ಸಾಲವನ್ನು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರ್ತೀವಿ ಆ ಸಾಲವನ್ನು ಬೇಗ ಅವರು ರೀಪೇ ಮಾಡಲಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಡಿಸ್ಕೌಂಟನ್ನು ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತೀವಿ ಕಸ್ಟಮರ್ಸ್ಗೆ. ಸೊ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಆನ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟೆಡ್ ಲಾಸ್ ಟು ದಿ ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್. ಸೊ ಇನ್ ಆರ್ಡರ್ ಟು ಕವರ್ ಸಚ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟೆಡ್ ಲಾಸ್ ಫಾರ್ ದಿ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಇಯರ್, ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಮೇಂಟೈನ್ ಸಮ್ ಪರ್ಸೆಂಟೇಜ್ ಆಫ್ ಪ್ರಾವಿಷನ್ ಔಟ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ನೆಟ್ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್ ಫಾರ್ ದಿ ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಇಯರ್. ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಇಯರ್ ನೆಟ್ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವೇನ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಪ್ರಾವಿಷನ್ ಅನ್ನ ಮೇಂಟೈನ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ಅಟ್ ದ ಎಂಡ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಅಕೌಂಟಿಂಗ್ ಪೀರಿಯಡ್ ವಿ ಮೇಕ್ ಪ್ರಾವಿಷನ್ ಫಾರ್ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಇಯರ್ ಲಾಸಸ್ ಡ್ಯೂ ಟು ಡಿಸ್ಕೌಂಟ್ allowed to them. This provision will be known as provision for discount on debtors. ಡೆಟಾರ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ನೀವು ಬೇರೆಯವ್ರಿಗೆ ಸಾಲವನ್ನು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರ್ತೀರಾ. ಸೊ ಅವ್ರು ನಿಮಗೆ ಬೇಗ ಸಾಲ ರೀಪೇ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ನಾವೇನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, ಡಿಸ್ಕೌಂಟನ್ನು ಕೊಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಸೊ ಈ ಡಿಸ್ಕೌಂಟ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಾಗ ಎಗೇನ್ ಕಂಪನಿಗೆ ಲಾಸ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಆ ಲಾಸನ್ನು ಅವಾಯ್ಡ್ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್, ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಇಯರ್ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟಲ್ಲಿ ಸಮ್ ಪರ್ಸೆಂಟೇಜ್ ಅಮೌಂಟನ್ನು ನಾವು ಮೇಂಟೈನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತೀವಿ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಸಚ್ ಪ್ರಾವಿಷನ್ commission will be called as provision for discount on debtors, and this should be recorded on the debit side of the profit and loss account, and again it should be deducted from the total debtors on the asset side of the balance sheet. And the next is interest on capital at 5%. It is considered as an expenses to the business, that's why it is calculated on the debit side of the profit and loss account, and again it should be added to the capital on the liability side of the balance sheet. The next, provide for the manager commission at 10% on net profit before charging such commission. Generally, in order to motivate the managers, the business may allow a commission to managers in addition to the salary. Salary ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜರ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಮೋಟಿವೇಟ್ ಮಾಡೋ ಸಲುವಾಗಿ ಕಮಿಷನ್ ಅನ್ನು ಕೂಡ ಪ್ರೊವೈಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತಾರೆ. And such commission is calculated at the end of the accounting period. Hence, it is considered as outstanding expenses to the business. So that's why it is recorded on the debit side of the profit and loss account. Again, it should be recorded on the liability side of the balance sheet. And there are two methods for calculating manager's commission. The first one is commission allowed on the net profit before charging such commission. And formula for calculating commission to manager is profit before commission into rate of commission divided by 100. Profit before commission into rate of commission divided by 100. I repeat, there are two methods for calculating manager's commission. The first one is commission allowed on the net profit before charging such commission. There is a formula for calculating manager's commission under this situation. Manager commission equals profit before commission into rate of commission divided by 100. The second one is commission allowed on the net profit after charging such commission. And there is a separate formula for this. Manager's commission equals profit before commission into rate of commission divided by 100 plus commission rate. You have to use these two formulas depending upon the situation given in your problem. So ಆ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಮಗೆ ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಕೇಳಿರ್ತಾರೆ, ಬಿಫೋರ್ ಚಾರ್ಜಿಂಗ್ ಕಮಿಷನ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ, ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಆಫ್ಟರ್ ಚಾರ್ಜಿಂಗ್ ಸಚ್ ಕಮಿಷನ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಕಮಿಷನ್ ಅಲೋಡ್ ಆನ್ ನೆಟ್ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್ ಆಫ್ಟರ್ ಚಾರ್ಜಿಂಗ್ ಸಚ್ ಕಮಿಷನ್ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಹೋಗಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ದೇರ್ ಇಸ್ ಅ ಸ್ಮಾಲ್ ಡಿಫ್ರೆನ್ಸಸ್ ಬಿಟ್ವೀನ್ ದೀಸ್ ಟೂ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾಸ್. ಸೊ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್ ಬಿಫೋರ್ ಕಮಿಷನ್ ಎರಡಕ್ಕೂ ಸೇಮೇ ತಗೊಳ್ತೀರಾ, ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್ ಬಿಫೋರ್ commission into rate of commission divided by 100. Here there is a minor differences in the second formula. Take the same amount of profit before commission into rate of commission divided by, you have to add 100 plus commission rate. So commission rate ಏನು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರ್ತಾರೆ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ 100 ಅನ್ನ ಆಡ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವು ಕಮಿಷನ್ ಅನ್ನ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತೀರಾ. So now let's start the problem. First you have to prepare trading and profit and loss account for the year ended 31st March 2016. First write the format correctly. Expenses on the debit side, amount income on the credit side, trading and profit and loss account for the year ended 31st March 2016. So now start with opening stock. Opening stock on the debit side. What is the amount of opening stock? 13,200. So ನೀವೇನು ಟಿ ಎ ಪಿ ಅಂತ ಮಾರ್ಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿರ್ತೀರಾ, ಸೊ ಅದೇ ಆರ್ಡರಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ರೆಕಾರ್ಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಹೋಗಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ಟ್ರೇಡಿಂಗ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ವಿತ್ ಓಪನಿಂಗ್ ಸ್ಟಾಕ್ 13,200. The next, purchases 40,000, and on the credit side sales 60,000. Next, wages on the debit side, expenses no, so you have to record it on the debit side of the trading and profit and loss account. Wages 1,000. ಸೊ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಟ್ರಯಲ್ ಬ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಟ್ರೇಡಿಂಗ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ಗೆ ಸಂಬಂಧಪಟ್ಟ ಹಾಗೆ ಇಷ್ಟು ಐಟಮ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಕಮಿಂಗ್ ಟು ದಿ ಅಡ್ಜಸ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್. ಸೊ ದೇರ್ ಇಸ್ ಅ ಕ್ಲೋಸಿಂಗ್ ಸ್ಟಾಕ್ closing stock 10,300, and after recording all the items relating to the trading account, then you have to find out whether there is a gross profit or gross loss. For this you have to make a total on both the sides. When you see the trading account, we can easily find out which side is greater. So credit side ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ 60,000 plus 10,300, 70,300. Write the same total on the debit side also, 70,300. And now we have to find out the gross profit on the debit side. 70,300 minus 13,200 minus 40,000 minus 1,000. You have to deduct the total of debit side from the total of credit side and write the differences amount as gross profit carried down. So what is the amount of gross profit carried down? 16,100. When you deduct the total of debit from the total of credit, then you will get 16,100. It should be written as gross profit carried down, and it should be brought down to the credit side as gross profit brought down. What is the amount? You have to write the same amount, 16,100. Next, coming to the profit and loss account, the first item is salary. So you have to write salary. Salary, what is the amount of salary? 500. Next, bad debts. What is the amount of bad debts? 300. The next, you have to add provision for doubtful debts. So for this you have to calculate 10,000 into rate of provision on doubtful debts, that is 5%. 5% on total debtors. This amount is given in your trial balance. It is a debtors amount. 10,000 into 5%, you will get 500. You have to add both together. 300 bad debts plus provision for doubtful debts, 500. 500 plus 300, you will get 800. And the next item is printing and stationery. What is the amount of printing and stationery? 1,200. The next, postage 800. Advertisement. The next item is advertisement. What is the amount? 3,000. And the next, commission received. Commission received always income to the business, so that's why we have to record it on the credit side of the profit and loss account. What is the amount of commission received? That is 1,500. The second adjustment is depreciate machinery at 5% and furniture at 10%. Depreciation must be calculated on the debit side of the profit and loss account. Depreciation on machinery. What is the amount of machinery? 18,000 into rate of depreciation is 5%. You will get 900. Next, furniture. What is the amount of furniture? 7,500 into 10%. So you will get 750. The next very important is provision for discount on debtors. Before calculating this provision on discount on debtors, you have to deduct the amount of provision from the total debtors. So amount of debtor is 10,000. So you have to deduct provision on doubtful debts, that is 500 rupees. You will get 9,500. So now we have to calculate discount on debtors on 9,500. 9,500 into 2%. 2 divided by 100, you will get 190 rupees. The next is interest on capital. Interest on capital is also calculated on the debit side of the profit and loss account. For this you have to consider the amount of capital. What is the amount of capital? 30,000 into 5 divided by 100, you will get 1,500. So now we have to calculate manager's commission. So what is the formula for calculating manager commission before charging such commission? So before charging such commission anta heladre, the formula will be manager's commission equals profit before commission into rate of commission divided by 100. So what is the profit before commission? For calculating this profit before commission, first you have to add on the credit side of the profit and loss account. On the credit side you have 16,100 plus 1,500. So you will get 17,600. So from 17,600 you have to deduct the total of debit side of the profit and loss account. So what are the amounts involved in the debit side? So that is salary, bad debts, printing and stationery, postage, advertisement, depreciation, provision for discount on debtors and interest on capital. So you have to deduct 500, 800, 1,200, 800, 3,100, 750, 190, 1,500. When you deduct all these amount from the 17,600, you will get 7,960. So this is nothing but profit before charging such commission. So now apply to the formula. 7,960 into rate of commission is 10 divided by 100. So now you will get rupees 796. So this is the commission given to the manager at the end of the accounting period. So hence it should be considered as outstanding expenses. So on the debit side you have to record it as outstanding manager's commission 796. So I repeat, manager's commission equals profit before commission into rate of commission divided by 100. For this, first you have to add on the credit side of the profit and loss account, you will get 17,600. From this you have to deduct all the amounts of the debit side of the profit and loss account. That is rupees 500, 800, 1,200, 800, 3,900, 750, 190 and 1,500. When you deduct all these amounts from the 17,600, you will get 7,960. This is nothing but profit before commission, and apply this to the formula. 7,960 into rate of commission, it is given in your adjustment 10 divided by 100, you will get 796. This should be recorded on the debit side of the profit and loss account as outstanding manager's commission rupees 796. So now make a total on the credit side. 16,100 plus 1,500, you will get 17,600, and write the same amount on the debit side also, 17,600. Now you have to deduct all the expenses of the debit side of the profit and loss account. So now you will get net profit 7,164. So this is the net profit of the current year, and this must be transferred to the balance sheet on the liability side. So now let's prepare balance sheet. So this is the format of balance sheet. Liabilities, amount on the right side, assets and amount. Let's start with the liability side. First you have to record capital. What is the amount of capital? Rupees 30,000, and add interest on capital. What is the amount of interest on capital? 1,500. Then you have to add net profit. What is the amount of net profit? 7,164. When you add all together, you will get 38,664. Next, from this you have to deduct drawings, less drawings. What is the amount of drawings? 5,000. When you deduct 5,000 from 38,664, you will get 33,664. Next item is creditors. What is the amount of creditors? 8,500. ನೀವು ಟ್ರಯಲ್ ಬ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲಂತ ಮಾರ್ಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿರ್ತೀರಾ ಆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಐಟಮ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಲಯಬಿಲಿಟಿ ಸೈಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ತಗೊಳ್ಬೇಕು. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಬಿಲ್ಸ್ ಪೇಯಬಲ್ 3,000. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಬ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಓವರ್ ಡ್ರಾಫ್ಟ್ 2,000. So now coming to the asset side, the first item is debtors. There is adjustment relating to the debtors. So now you have to consider the total amount of debtors in the statement. Debtors 10,000. Now you have to deduct provision for doubtful debts, PDD. What is the amount of PDD? 500. When you deduct, you will get 9,500. From this, you have to deduct provision for discount on debtors. What is the amount of provision for discount on debtors? 190. When you deduct, you will get 9,310 rupees. Next, bills receivable 3,000. And next asset is furniture. What is the amount of furniture? 7,500 less depreciation 750. So you will get 6,750. Next, cash in hand. What is the amount of cash in hand? 1,500. The next, machinery. What is the amount of machinery? 18,000. Then there is adjustment relating to the machinery. You have already calculated depreciation on machinery. So now you have to deduct the amount of depreciation from the machinery. Depreciation 900. So you will get 17,100. Next, and the last item is closing stock. What is the amount of closing stock? 10,300. And the last adjustment is manager's commission. Outstanding manager commission. So naven profit and loss account alli calculate madidvi. So aa amount na record madbeku. That is nothing but 796. After recording all the transaction and all the items and adjustment in the balance sheet, then you have to make a total of balance sheet. So when you total, you have to get same balance on both the side, on the liability side as well as the asset side. So when you make a total, you will get 47,960. On the credit side also, you will get 47,960. So this is how we prepare financial statements. ಸೊ ಫೈನಾನ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ಸನ್ನು ಪ್ರಿಪೇರ್ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೂ ಮುಂಚೆ ಏನು ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರ್ತಾರೆ, ಆ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮಲ್ಲಿ ಏನೆಲ್ಲ ಐಟಮ್ಸ್ ಯಾವ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ಗೆ ರೆಕಾರ್ಡ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಯಾವ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ಮೆಂಟಲ್ಲಿ ರೆಕಾರ್ಡ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನು ಜಸ್ಟ್ ನೋಟ್ ಡೌನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾ ಹೋಗಿ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಅಡ್ಜಸ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟಲ್ಲೂ ಅಷ್ಟೇ, ಅಡ್ಜಸ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟಲ್ಲೂ ಕೂಡ ನೀವು ನೋಟ್ ಡೌನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಹೋಗಬೇಕು. ಟ್ರೇಡಿಂಗ್ ಅಕೌಂಟಲ್ಲಿ ರೆಕಾರ್ಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಬ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಶೀಟಲ್ಲಿ ರೆಕಾರ್ಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, ಹಾಗೆ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಲಾಸ್ ಅಕೌಂಟಲ್ಲೂ ಎಫೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಬ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಶೀಟಲ್ಲೂ ಅದನ್ನು ಫೈನಲ್ ಆಗಿ ರೆಕಾರ್ಡ್ ಮಾಡಲೇಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ಟ್ರೇಡಿಂಗ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್, ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಲಾಸ್ ಅಕೌಂಟಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದ್ಸಲ ನೀವು ಅಡ್ಜಸ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ನ ರೆಕಾರ್ಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಅದೇ ಅಡ್ಜಸ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಅನ್ನು ನೀವು ಬ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಶೀಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ರೆಕಾರ್ಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಹೋಗಬೇಕು. So this is how we prepare balance sheet and trading and profit and loss account. I hope you have understood today's problem, and in next session I'll come with a new problem. Thank you.